Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Leigh Bella Rolson. I'm also known as Mommy Leigh on the internet. On behalf of Faber-Castell USA and Michael Stores, would like to welcome everybody for today's class. I love Wednesday because we get to hang out. All of us creatives get to just create, play, and really have fun. We get to engage, we get to tell stories and kind of like just answer, ask questions and answer questions and all that. So I love the engagement. So I'd like to say hello to everybody first. So hi, Lisa from Florida. Hey, Fran. Hi, Christy. Hey, Michelle. I feel like all of us here are now like one big community, and that just makes me so happy. Hey, Jordana. Hi, Tina. Hey, Lisa. Yeah, my birthday is next month. I can't believe it's almost September. So the 27th of September, I think we have a class. I'm not sure. I don't think we do, but just in case. Edelyn, hello there. Hey, Jasmine. Hey, Mary. Thank you so much. Hey, Cecilia. And then, hey, Emma. Oh, Emma, I'll be in NYC on the September 4th and 5th. I hope it's not so humid then. I was hoping for a better weather than here in Texas. So hot here in Texas. Hey, Boss Queen EJ. Hey, Laura. Greetings from Florida. Hello from Texas. Hey, Christy. Hello, everybody. Hey, Cher. Hello, everyone. Hey, Belle. Okay, so today is going to be a really relaxing one. And while I was kind of like pulling out, some supplies, and I thought about something. Now, I want you to just kind of like, if you don't have it, don't worry about it. You can still watch this video and kind of do it later, maybe next week or tomorrow and all that. If you have a scissor, grab a scissor. If you have an X-Acto knife, maybe you have it there, please grab it also. If you have an extra pattern paper, like a cardstock or anything like a pattern paper like this, grab that one as well. Because what we're going to do is we're supposed to make like stickers, right? Your affirmation stickers. And this is something like I'm super passionate about this one when it comes to journaling. If you are not following me on social media, it's at Mommy Leigh. Make sure you do, because I do share a lot of inspiration, all my favorite supplies and just kind of like project, just in case you're kind of like needing some refresher when it comes to your journaling. That's really a good place to go. So, like what I said, because I just started a new journal, my journaling has evolved many times. I have tried like a different scrapbooking style. I don't know if anybody here is familiar with the Project Life, which was a really big album. I started with 12 by 12 layouts before, and then I dove into the Project Life. All of these is just memory keeping, right? And you hear many different terms like that, but really basically what it is just memory keeping. So after the 12 by 12, I got so tired because it was too big to fill. And then I started doing the 6 by 8 and then a traveler's notebook. And now I am using an A5 journal. I think the A5 journal, this size is really good because it's not so big and it's not too small. It's almost like that Goldilocks, happy middle right here. And I love that you can just quickly put in like this. I'm full of stickers because I refuse to grow up. I love my stickers. So what we're going to do today is we're still going to make our stickers or affirmation stickers, but I want to create a pocket in your journal. So no matter what journal you're using, if you're using a smaller one, it's just going to depend on the size, because that's the only difference. But basically what I want to create is a pocket in here where you can put in your stickers, right? So a place to hold your stickers in here. And every single time that you feel like a little low, you're not, it's like, I'm needing some inspiration. I want you to just pick one of those stickers and then place it in your journal and talk about what that affirmation that you've picked, and kind of like talk about that in your journal and how you're feeling. So it's really helpful. I mean, I don't know if any one of you here ever been to a therapist before. They always highly suggest keeping a journal. So I was surprised because I have been journaling, and then I've seen my therapist and she's like, have you tried journaling? Oh, what type of journal are we talking about? Because I have so many journals. And I'm like, oh, of course. So anyways, Now, all I'm doing is I'm just sizing my pattern paper because you may have like a much bigger one. Now, I just want one side. So maybe I'll put the pocket to the left side of the journal. And this is a part where I can just kind of like letter about what everything is in this pocket, which are the affirmation stickers. So all I'm doing is I just want to size it, right? So I'm just getting my marker in here and I'm just going to put a spot where I need to cut it. I'm just putting it here. And this is the lazy way because I don't, I have paper trimmers, I have all of that, but sometimes you just want to get things done. So you just do that and then get a scissor. We're gonna do this. And if you don't have any pattern paper, I also have another solution that I have thought about. Okay, so all I need is one. So I'm just gonna cut this part right here because I'm all about quick and easy because, I'm a mom. I do run a small business and then I do create a lot of contents for social media. And so my time is really valuable, but also I am very valuable. So I value my playtime and my creative moments and all that. So, all right. So now I'm just sizing things up and I feel like, this is still kind of too tall for me. So I'm just going to fold it again. I don't want it too tall. So I'm just going to eyeball things and fold it again. And I'm going to work fast because this video is being recorded anyway. So if there's anything that you've missed, you can watch this on Michael's YouTube channel tomorrow and then watch it again because I really want to go show you what my other solution is if you do not have any pattern paper and you just have a notebook and all that. I'm pretty sure you have a notebook there. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. All right, so now that I have this, I'm going to try to find anything has a circle shape. If you have this one from Artist Loft, I got it from Michael, so you can just kind of like use it. All we need to do is create this shape right in the middle. So I'm just going to use my marker and I'm just going to mark it. And then we're going to cut this one using our scissor. Okay. Again, I'm going to work fast, or I will try to, because I really work very slow. As much as I would like to think that I'm working fast, probably to some of you, this is still very slow. It doesn't have to be perfect. Who needs perfect anyways? Okay, so now all we need to do is put a tape on 3 sides. So 2 sides and the bottom part. So I'm just using my tape runner. And then we're just going to tape it. So the only part that we're not taping is the top because that is the opening of our pocket, right? So now we have this one. Here we go. Oh, Emma says she loves junk journaling too. Okay, there we go. That's it. Now you have a pocket in here. You can put in stickers in here and all that. What I like to do sometimes is I really like getting a much better, what do you call this, tape runner, because this one that I found is not so strong adhesive. So if you have another tape runner, maybe yours is more sticky than what I have, because this one is kind of like very, very light adhesive. So what I like to do sometimes is use washi tape just to make sure that they're secured and taped in. So if you have any washi tape in here, just kind of like run a washi tape in there and fold it so you have designs on both sides. And it just adds extra cuteness anyways, right? So you can put in our stickers in there. Now, if you do not have any pattern paper, which I think you should grab some pattern paper because it's so fun. Another part that I'm going to add here, because I know this will eventually kind of like get worn out, the more you pick pattern papers in here. So what I'm doing is I'm just intentionally, look at this. I'm kind of like intentionally pulling this back right here. So now next time, when it gets kind of like ruined, I will never get upset again because it's already looked torn and pull together. And at the same time, you add some extra cuteness to it. So now this one, I might be able to tear it, but I just love this look like that one. So this is what you have. You already have a pocket in there. Like, this is where the front and back design of pattern paper is really so handy, because you already have like another color showing and peeking through from that one. So you have this. So super cute. Might pull that back again. Yeah. And there's no wrong or right with pulling this and tearing this part right here, you know, because that's it. That's the intention that we want. Now, again, like what I said, if you do not have any pattern paper, I'm going to show you what to do. Okay. So grab your notebook. Now we're going to need two pieces in here, right? So we have one page and this is our second page, right? So for this page, you want it to be the same, whichever length you want. Like what I said, I don't want it too high anyway, so probably up to here. So all I'm going to do is, if you have an X-Acto knife, you can just kind of like go through it, but just really be careful, because you might, you know, do all the stitching for the notebook and you might ruin it. So maybe we can just try and tear this page right here from the top and go down and stop to whichever length you like. So maybe here. Okay, so we'll just stop right there. Okay, and then cut it. Cut this part right here, like that. There we go. And then you do the same thing. It might just be a little harder. You can just pull the whole thing if this might be easier. Like what I said, you can do anything like a circle shape like that, and then grab your marker. But I'm going to do it on the back just in case I make any mistake. Just going to do, I feel like this one is much bigger, this opening. That's okay. Put that away. Now we're just going to cut it. And then we're going to do the same thing. We're going to tape the three sides, but now you have a pocket in there, right? Without having to add another bulk or another pattern paper. So there's always a way, and you can just kind of like peel that, because we're going to peel it anyways. So all you need to do is tape side, this side, and the bottom. Now, of course, to add some designs, you can, you know, just use your markers and create your designs. And then you can just kind of like do this as well. You can use your gelatos, you can use your markers to doodle in some patterns in here, just to kind of like, you know, make it a little extra. So now you have like a pocket in there. And then you can put in some stickers or anything that you like. So you like have a hidden pocket in there. So you can use your markers, like what I said, add some dots, add some stars, you know, so you can add like cute patterns in here, just like that. Quickly add some colors and all that. All right, so now for the sticker affirmation that we're going to use, I have included the list. I'm actually going to use a Cricut sticker from Michaels. Now, there's many different brands over at Michaels. You just need to look for sticker papers. I believe that Silhouette also now have a sticker paper, maybe Scissor, they will have some sticker paper. But one thing that I want you to be careful of is make sure that what you're getting is a matte sticker paper. So I have a couple in here. This one is for a different size. This one is for the Cricut Joy, but this one is also a sticker cardstock. So it has a matte as well, matte finish, but this one is a clear sticker, right? So when you just look at it, just be careful, make sure that you're getting a white matte, okay? Because sometimes with the clear transparent stickers, you have to look for a marker that will work with that, because not all markers are going to work on top of that surface. Does that make sense? All right, so okay, so here's the one from Cricut. Again, this is just a regular matte sticker paper, just a white matte. The markers that we're going to use today is going to depend on you. I mean, we can play with a little bit of mixed media. Are you up to that? What type of markers is everybody using today? What kind of markers do you guys have Do you guys have there? Do you have any water-based marker by chance? Do you have your Gold Faber Aqua markers? You can also use your you can use the Albrecht Dürer watercolor markers. Those are going to work. Or if you have watercolors as well, that's going to work also. So I'm going to choose a color palette because I really want to, you know, instead of just kind of like boring making sticker in here, I want to take this up a level, a notch, because I want us to have fun and play. So I'm choosing my favorite colors, actually. So this is one of my favorite color palettes. Surprisingly, this is actually the colors of what we have in our August kit, my stationery products. But okay, so if you don't have it, don't worry about it. Aqua, perfect, Lisa, good. So one Faber-Castell pen. What type of pen do you have? That one will work too. The dual pens, perfect. I've got all the markers. Nini said water-based, perfect. Oh man, okay, we're gonna have lots of fun today. Okay, you need water and a water brush. We need water and a water brush. I'm looking for my water spray in here. I have like a bottle spray now. I don't know where it's at. I'm gonna have to get up. Where is that? Now, because we're using a sticker paper and not really a watercolor, now, if you want to use a watercolor paper, feel free to do that too. If you have the gelatos, those are going to work as well. But all I need is a water brush. We need a water brush. Where is my water brush? Now, we can use metallic markers as well. It's going to be fun just to kind of add some details in here. I don't know. Where is the water? Think about it. Okay, I have some water in here. Dirty, but they're water, so they're going to work. Okay, next one, finders keepers. We need, Simon says, we need any type of smooth, sleek surface like a Ziploc or a packaging plastic, you know, any type of plastic like that we're going to need. If you have an acrylic block, I'm going to use this plastic just to prove to you that all we need is a plastic. So I'm going to put away all the stickers, even though I want to play with them, see them. So we just need plastic like this. If you don't have anything like this, if you have an acrylic block, this one is going to work as well. Because we need, basically what we're going to need is we're going to need to create a background first, right? So we're going to create a background. I have dirty water. It's okay. It's still water. I have some water brush in here. This is a water brush. What is a large? I need a large water brush. Oops. Okay. This one is like impromptu. This is like exciting. Minnie, you have all your markers. Are we ready? We have Chrissy said we have the Faber-Castell Black Edition markers. It's okay. That's going to work too. Now, for everyone that's using the Black Edition, I'm going to try. I have never tried. So this one is going to be an experiment, right? We're going to experiment if this one is going to work. Because I think you can use this as well, because I think this is water-based, so it should react with water. So now I have my sticker paper in here, and all we got to do, whichever marker you're using, as long as it's water soluble, that is the key, my friend. It needs to be a water soluble. So the Gold Faber dual markers are going to work. The Albrecht Dürer Faber-Castell is going to work. Now you and I are going to try if the Black Edition soft brush pencil is going to work and react with water. Okay, let's do this because I'm really excited. Okay, this one, we don't want to overthink it. We just want to apply the marker over here, even though I'm slightly upset because I don't know where my spray bottle is. It was just right here. I was just using it. So now I'm going to have to make sure. So we're just going to add some droplets of water while that ink is still on top of that surface, right? So this is the Black Edition. For everybody who's using the Black Edition, that's what we have. So again, we don't have to use a whole lot of water because our paper is really not watercolor paper, so it's not going to hold so much water. So while it's still wet, just kind of like, I want you to hold it in both ends like this. And we're just going to kind of like kiss and touch, just like this. See, it did. It worked. My goodness. Ah, it worked. So just like that. Now grab a paper towel or baby wipes. You know, I always have that on the side. It's just for the plastic that we're using because we're going to apply another color in here. I'm going to use this one. Just apply, apply, apply. I'm only going to do half of this one, and then we can use the regular markers regularly without being overly excited in here. So I'm just going to drop some water. Again, I'm just being careful with how much water I put in here. All we need is just a little bit to wake up those pigments, and so they can blend. We don't need so much. Okay, and again, we're going to hold it on both ends. Make sure that it's like blended. So we're going to touch. Remember, orange, aqua, and blue, the blue tone, they look so good together. So if you need help with your color palette, they always look great together. So you can throw in, you know, purple and yellow will look good together, red and green, because, you know, they're on the both sides of the color wheel. And of course, if you use rainbow colors, they will always look great together. I can even throw in a little bit of this purple. I'll add one more color in there. And we're going to let that one dry. Add a little bit more water. So this is exciting. I didn't know that we can do this with the soft brush pens. This is what we get by playing and experimenting with our tools. I always encourage you guys to, you know, kind of like try new things. How is this going to react to this? Or how is this one going to work with this paper, or, you know, or this surface and all that. Oops, just there. I wonder how vibrant the colors are going to be. All right, I'm good. That's good for me. I like this one. So I think it's just too bright. Let's change the brightness. Hold on. Okay. Here we go. All right. Everybody good? Everybody good? So we're going to let this one dry, and I'm going to put away my water on the side. And I'm going to go, oops, look at me. I have a different lid for a different marker. And this one is this. So while this one is drying, we're going to start making our bubble messages. So you can create like different type of frames. I think in the sample that I have submitted for this class, I was just creating like different shapes of bubble messages, kind of like, because when you pick up something like this, you can write, I mean, you can make it a heart, you can make it just a simple oval shape, or just kind of like a rounded rectangle, any shape that you would like, and play around with some bubble messages as well, maybe like a cloud. So you want to make sure that you can put in enough words in the shape, right? So that's all that matters, is that we're going to be able to letter inside your bubble message, or whichever shape that you're going to use. That's all that matters. But if you don't mind writing small, then it's going to be okay. So I'm just going to try and play around with different types of bubble messages. So I'm going to try first with a very simple one, kind of like, a stretched oval. And I want to make sure that I'm not going to overthink it. I'm just going to make it just like this. So I'm going to go zoom in just a little bit so we can all see in here. And then just like that. And I'm going to go fill this shape. So you want to try and do like long strokes like this instead of like short, small strokes, because you're going to end up with a lot of strokes because of the way the markers are going to overlay on top one another. So that's what I have. Now I'm going to start with another one, kind of like with cloud this time, right? Thank you so much, Robin. That means a lot. I'm so glad that you guys are enjoying these classes. Like this. So we're just kind of like short C strokes and play around with the size of your C strokes. So maybe some are like, much bigger, some are smaller. It just kind of like adds character to the shape instead of just all the same. I mean, there's nothing wrong also when it's all the same, just like this. And then I'll do the same. I'll kind of try to fill in the shape one by one. Try to do longer strokes like this. Now, the reason why I love journaling so much, I would also like to hear your stories about journaling, how you got into journaling, what made you start a journal, and what type of journal you're using right now. What type of journaling system are you exploring at the moment? I know there's a lot of like junk journal, and I think we should still try that, kind of do like a mixed media junk journal class. I think that's going to be really fun. So I'm using the pastel edition of the soft brush pens. I love these soft brush pens. They're so inexpensive and they're really so good. All right, so another shape, another one. Okay, this one I'm going to make it taller, but still rounded on the side. So this one. So instead of like stretching it horizontal, we're going to make it stretched vertical, and we'll add the little bubble thing in there. I journal with calendar to-do list. Oh, so bullet journals. You and I, my friend, you and I love bullet journaling. I love my bullet journals. I don't know what I'm going to do without all my list with everything that needs to be done. It is my best friend. You won't believe how many times I flip through this notebook every day. And you can use this in your bullet journal too. I mean, you don't have to do what I did, kind of like with the pocket, but I thought I would just give you some idea, in your journal pages if you do some journaling. All right, all right. Okay, I'll use this one color right here. It's gonna be cute. This one is already drying. Parts of it is not. So I'll just kind of like let it move around so it'll dry faster instead of having like one big pool of water in there. I love the colors. They're vibrant and pretty. I love pastel. Okay, so I'll add another one, and I want to make sure that we don't do so much that we cannot finish. What kind of shape? I'll do a heart because I'll do a heart and then add some scallops around it. Kind of like, oh, this one is small. I was not being careful. Okay, so I'll fill in the shape first and then I'll do the scallop around it. Long strokes. Ooh, the soft brush pens are going to be good stocking stuffer this holiday. Really good one. Okay, so I'll add some scallop on around the edge of my heart. So just really small ones. Just work your way slowly. And I think the wonkier the scallops get, I think the whimsical it looks. So I'll add something over there. Remember, you can move around your paper, okay? So I just don't like doing that when I'm doing some classes because I don't like you guys getting dizzy. But make sure that your hands are comfortable, so it doesn't put any force. to your wrist, because art should never hurt. So kind of like whichever is most comfortable, make sure you do that. Add small one. And then we add another one over there. That looks so cute. It looks like a piece of cake. Oh, Lisa, thank you so much. Me too. I am a kawaii fan, so I'm so glad you were enjoying your box. I refuse to grow up, Lisa. I will never stop playing with stickers and cute things and cute stationaries. I use all the stickers all the time. Okay, now I think I have a blush pink in here. We'll see you use the blush pink as well. This time I'll do maybe almost like an envelope shape. But then how we're going to be going to make an envelope if we're going to fill it in with, maybe we can overlay it. Let's try that. So I'm just going to make a rounded rectangle like this. That, right? And we're just going to fill this shape first. And then we can just overlay another layer on top of this so we can get a darker value of the same color. So the contrast will be enough to give us some detail to add our envelope lines in here. Like this. Like that. Yes, so cute. Oh my gosh, we all love kawaii stuff in here. Kawaii lovers unite. Okay, I'm gonna try and add in the layer. So I want to add like letter V. Oops. Uh-oh. My hands were getting stuck in the table. I couldn't move it. So it's gonna be wonky. Sorry, friend. Okay. Then we're going to add 2 lines, diagonal lines on each side. See, there's like a contrast in there. So the more layer you add, then the better contrast and the richer the color is going to be. I love this one. Just like that. And I can add like a small heart in the middle. Why not? I know I'm going to write on top of it anyways, but so cute. Like this. And then I'll have another long one, vertical. I think I want to use it. Am I going to use it? Yellow. We'll try yellow. Might be like super bright for you guys. Like super bright. Thank you, Rena. I love simple classes like this, but also very, helpful for like everyday journaling. And then today we're like journaling together. We're creating, we're drawing, and then later we're going to do some lettering. I mean, how fun is this? I mean, this is the best class yet. I say that every week. This is going to be the best class yet. Until next week, guys. Until next week. Next week, we're going to be artists. We're going to, am I right, Chanel? The next week is where we're going to use some oil pastels. I mean, I created those classes a long time ago, so I really cannot remember anymore. So this one,
I will double check for you.
Thank you so much. I forgot to add our little thing. So I'm just adding it here on this side. It's like that. All right. So do you guys have any marker that has a fine tip, like a finer tip? This one, I have the super fine from the Pitt Artist pen. I actually have something much more thinner, finer than that. I have, let's try the 0.1. What we're going to do is we're going to add like a stitching border around our shapes, just to kind of add like some artistic touch to this one. Yeah, so if you have maybe the bullet tip side of the dual pen, so maybe you can do that. This is, you know what? That's a good question, Cecilia. I don't know what's the weight of this sticker paper, but it feels really thick, you know? So it feels really good. Um, Queen EJ, yes, we're gonna do some kawaii class very, very soon. We're going to do that. So thin, perfect. That's all we need. Look at this one. This is like the 0.1, so it's super, super duper thin. Now we're just going to add short dashes, you know, some short strokes around the image. So I'll start with this one. I'm going to go work a little faster because I know our time is limited. We're just going to add some short strokes, broken lines to kind of make it look like there's some stitching around our doodled image. That's going to look so cute. Oh, we're going to do fall bullet journaling. That's going to be fun. So there we can create some fall doodles, some fall kawaii doodles. That's going to be on September 4th. There we go. So just around that, I don't know, sometimes the colors are like so wonky on screen, but that's all I have. Just kind of like around broken lines, very small broken lines in there. And then for this, what am I going to do? I think for the cloud shape, I want to go over the scallop ones, but this time I don't want to make this one perfect. I'm almost going to do it twice, maybe even 3 times. Just it is going to look like some scribbles around the border. So I'm just going to go, I'm not going to be careful with this one. I'm intentionally kind of like going over, outside, inside of the scallop. So again, not being super careful, just like this, like that. And I don't know, that looks good. Maybe I'll do it again. I feel like I am thinking. I'm thinking so much. Don't think, Lay. Just do it. I love exercises like this because it really does help me to become less perfect and less careful and less expectation when it comes to my art. I just want to play. And sometimes, or most of the time, it's never really about the full result, the end result, you know. It's most of the time, it's all about that, the value of the process and how much joy we had. There we go. I'm thinking, I'm overthinking. I can feel it. There we go. I like that. So it's almost like wired. See, it's like just all over the place, but it looks so good. I mean, to my surprise, it looks good. Okay. So this one, I think I'm gonna do, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna do dots, like little dots. So maybe using like a thicker bullet tip here would be better, but it's okay. I'm just going to use what I have now. So we're just adding some dots around this. And this is something that you can do in your bullet journal, 100%. You kind of like need some note spaces, you know. Remember last week we did a fun bullet journal spread using our highlighters. That was really fun. So this is something that you can do there too. Kind of like if you need like space for extra to-dos or reminders or, you know, birthday appointment reminders, this is great. Super easy, super simple to add in your bullet journal. I love that. It just looks different. I love it. I love it. Okay, so for this one, uh, I'm not gonna go um outside the scallop, but I'm going inside. So to originally where we have drawn the shape, this heart. So that is where we're going. So going inside, we're just gonna add this. And I'm gonna do kind of like slightly broken lines, some areas, just to kind of like add some character to it, like this. You see it? So it's kind of like parts of it are like broken lines, and then some are like solid long strokes, just like that. Then I'll do broken lines again, solid strokes, and just like this. This one's broken line also. All right, so this one I'll do stitching here. Again, I really like that stitching look, so I'm gonna go with the stitching, just regular dashed lines. Now let's talk about affirmation. I know I am guilty of, sometimes being so hard on myself. I think because we all have expectation, and expectation is a good thing because it means that we are self-aware, right? Because we want to be good human beings, we want to be better individuals. So we kind of like, I messed up or I'm not doing so well. But what you're doing is when you keep having negative conversation about yourself, you have negative thoughts about you, or you focus on the things that weren't so perfect, you focus on the things that you didn't do so well. And we all do that. I am guilty of that. But the most important thing is that we are self-aware that we are doing it. And this is when affirmation stickers or anything positivity in your journals are really, really helpful. I love just putting in quotes, in my journals. I put in kind of like in a little area there, I have like a small prayer. But most importantly, I think when it comes to affirmations and things like that, the most important thing is that you are in a state of gratitude, because when you are grateful, everything is better. Everything is better. So just stay in that zone of be in the right headspace. Like, I know, it wasn't perfect. I know today was not perfect. This happened, this happened. Feel it. That's the most important thing, is that feel it. That was my fault before, is I wasn't allowing myself to feel it. It's just kind of like, shake it off. But that's not right also. You want to be able to allow yourself to feel all the emotions, because it is valid. So whether it's, disappointment or frustration or anger or, sadness, all of that is really important. But then again, after all of that, after you've felt all the emotions, then it's time to kind of like, think about all the positive things that happened, because there are many things to be grateful for. Okay, so for the last border, I'm going to create like letter X shape. So affirmations are really good to have in your journals. So keep it there, write things, whether it's like one simple word, family. So when your eyes are drawn to these positive words and positive quotes in your planner, maybe you are picking it up consciously, but subconsciously it really does have a great effect, um, in with you, in you. So make sure to stop the negative conversation that you are having, because you would never do that to a friend. So sometimes we're like, why am I doing this to myself? I'll never say this to a friend. So just try to be gentle, gentle, gentle with yourself, and just kind of like know that nobody is perfect and nothing is perfect, but always stay grateful. I really love this little X sign here. All right, we are almost done. Now, when I cut my stickers, how I like to do it is that I like to, oh my goodness, I thought I was making stars. Okay, I'm just going to make it star then. One is a star. So I like to leave a little bit of white border around it to really give that sticker look. So that's one of my favorite things to do. Now let's, once you're done with that, we are going to continue to this side of the paper. And I'm going just to add a little bit of doodles and patterns. We really just want to add more personality to this one. So I'm just going to add irregular dots. I'm using my marker, the brush pen, and I'm just adding like this. So using the same colors that we've used, just adding right there. I'll go over here, just kind of like that. Like this, and maybe come like more like stripes. Ooh, I feel like that one is still a little bit wet. It's like this. All right, then I'm going to use the purple one and do the same. I'm just like adding really using the points, the tip of the brush to create like small, tiny dots over here. I love doing this technique to create like a very fun watercolor background without overthinking anything. You just need a Ziploc or a plastic like what we use, or an acrylic block. Add some water, use your water soluble markers. So you're not just using it just one way as a marker, because you can use it this way too, and the result is really stunning. It's so easy too. I'm just adding like 3. See, all the patterns I'm doing are just so simple. I'm really not overthinking. I just add like kind of like dashes, just so you can add more details in here. So 3 dash orientation is just kind of like to the left, to the right, all that. I'm going to use the same teal color that we used earlier. Now I'm going to add like X. Play around with the size. Like this. You know what you can do is you can actually run this through a laminator, cut it first to size, and make your own bookmarks. This is going to be fun. Just adding more dots in here, and we're done. So you can use it as a background. You can scan it, create your own notepads, but there's just so many different ways. Hey, Michelle, thank you so much. Oh, thank you, thank you. I'm so glad you enjoyed this class. All right, so with this one on the left side, we want to create our bubble shape as well. So basically, we just have a background. We're just going to use our super fine marker. We're just going to create like basic simple shapes in here. So I'm just going to do a regular bubble speech. Just like this. Like that. So now we have like a background over there as well. So choose the sides that you really want to use. I'm going to choose this one. I'm going to make a long one over here. Really love this pattern right here. Like that. And then you can still do the same. You can add your stitching around the whole thing. We're going to skip this part. Just add our small dash. I love that X. I think that one is my favorite. Oops, I got too close to the line. Oh well. Love that. I think I'm just gonna go move here. Follow the shape. Like that. And this one I'm just gonna do X, 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 X. Gonna go X, X, X. See how pretty the background is? Oh, it's so pretty. I'm so sorry, I got too excited over this one because that was like a Tom Cruise moment. I'm in love on top of Oprah's couch. But I got so excited. I'm like, ooh, you know how when something kind of like pops in your head, and I do this a whole lot when I have like new idea. Oh, you know what we're gonna do? This is what we're gonna try. Then I get super excited. All right, then we have X over there. One more X down there. That's it. And then we're just gonna cut around that. I just don't like that we're wasting so much of the cute pattern too, because there's so many cute pattern in there. Where's the lid? Where's the lid? All right. I'm just gonna, now you can write your affirmation first before you cut it, or you can just, cut around your stickers. Oops. First. So whichever one you want. I'm just gonna cut around it first. I always kind of cut the large pieces first, then so when I'm fuzzy cutting later, it's much easier to fuzzy cut like that. I take out all that pieces. And then I'm going to use like a smaller scissor later. Oh, this one, we're cutting too close. That one was like too close to the cloud shape. And this. So when it comes to the lettering inside, really, this is something that is going to be up to you. I know I have like a few phrases that is my go-to that I love seeing in my journals. And I also love writing over and over in my journals. For example, the word blessed, that's something that I kind of like, because when I see it, my eyes, go directly to that. It just gives me a different sense of, yes, yes, it's almost like reminding you that, hey, don't forget how blessed you are. Now the phrase is, you got this. I know sometimes it's overused, but really, you know what, I remind myself every day that you got this. Especially I'm in this health journey, and it's hasn't been easy, so sometimes I find myself being so difficult, and being so hard on myself, because again, not every day is like perfect, so every day is different. So I feel like, oh man, Lay, you just got to be really kind to yourself. So the phrase, you got this, I really love that one. Um, simple words like your magic. I love it. I love it so much because, I remind myself that I am magic. And you know what? You are too. All of you. We all are, so if you like to add, some Bible verses in here, so that's something that, it's up to you. Whichever you want to put in here is going to be up to you. Really, I just wanted to give you some idea of, something that you can create your own stickers like this one. So this one is already a sticker. I'm going to go through this one. So we have something big, and then I'm going to write inside. I'm going to use my favorite Faber-Castell, the Pit Artist pen in Fudenosque medium. You guys have heard me talk about this marker for quite some time now. I love it. I love it for my drawing. I love it for my lettering. It's just my go-to pen, even just for writing. Okay, so we don't have to be super perfect with the amount of border that we're going to leave inside. I'm going to cut this one. This is so pretty. The colors are so pretty. Okay. I'm just going to cut through this. It's so gorgeous. Look at that. It's like a pattern paper that you can buy. So gorgeous. Well, that's an idea. You can get like a watercolor and then do this and then use this as a pocket in your journal, the one that we created earlier. So if you don't have like a pattern paper, you just make your own, right? So just quickly make this one and then you have a pattern paper to use for the pocket. You're so welcome, Belle. Okay, so I'm gonna letter before I leave so I can show you guys. Now, if you are not, if you still struggle with composition when it comes to your lettering, the only suggestion that I can leave you is use a pencil first, because you have no idea how, much difference it is to just kind of like use a pencil first, write down your quotes or the words that you want to put in here. It's so helpful. I mean, you can always just use an eraser and then erase it after. So, but because I've been doing this for a while, I kind of like have, an idea in my head where I want the letter. But mainly the whole thing here is that I'm going to go grab some piece of paper in here. So when I have like a phrase that I want to write, let's try you are magic, let's say. So I just kind of write down the phrase, you are magic, just normally you are magic, right? Then you want to choose which is the word that you want to be a focal point. So to me, the word magic is the focal point here. So I want that to be the biggest part. And then the you are is just kind of like a supporting actor. So you, and then I'll write it down like this, right? So I can have a better idea. Then I'll do the magic bigger. Okay, how can I take this to the next level? Maybe this is where it's called making thumbnails. So it has to be just really small, just like this. Put in your shape of what you're doing, kind of like a paper, like that one. So I'm going to put in you. Maybe I can put in the U over here. And then R. So you're just playing around with the idea in your head, how you want the placement to be, kind of like that. You are magic. Then I can add a little bit of embellishment there to highlight the magic, the word R, and put in like this. That's one way. You are so welcome, Rena. I'm so grateful. Thank you very much. Okay, then let's add another one, just one idea again. So you are magic. So maybe instead of the R, of the highlight in here, I want to highlight the word you and the magic as well. So let's do that. I want the you, which is me, like this. And then maybe I can make the word R small. Don't worry about it because you can correct that later. I know that we should have put the R in the middle. And then magic. So by making the word you big and the word R much smaller, and then making the word magic in script really does help to highlight the word you. You focus in there, and then the R is just supporting in there, and then the magic is where it's at. So that's what I'm going to do. You are magic. I like this one. So this is my idea. Have the U on top, have the small R in the middle, and then the magic. And I'm going to do it over here. This one warped. It's okay. We can just kind of like help it bend it like this. Thank you all so much for joining us today. So I'm just going to do you are like this. I'll have the word R. Now I need to fix the letter R. Because I write really big, using a pencil first really does help. Okay, so now I have all of that. I'm ready to use my markers. And so this one is, again, the Pitt Artist Pen in Fudenosuke Medium, my ultimate favorite. I love the FM and the FH. This one. So you this. Write the word R. That. Then M. Like this. And notice how I changed the way I loop my letter G, because remember, you are not married to an idea, because even if that was your sketch, and while you're moving along, you feel like, no, you know what, I'm going to loop this letter, my descender loop over here instead of kind of like going down. Now, how I'm going to fill this one is just add some stars. I call this my little tiny embellishments, in my lettering. And I just kind of play around with the orientation and placement of the stars. You don't want it to distract from your whole message. You want to add, you don't want to take away from the main focus, which is your quote, right? So that's it. I'm just going to clean up that sketch, but this one, we already have one sticker like this, an affirmation card that we can put in that pocket that we've created earlier. Oh my gosh, thank you all so much, guys, for joining in today. I hope that it was inspiring. I hope you had fun as well. I had so much fun, obviously, if you haven't noticed. I had a blast. So next week, we're going to create a very fun fall bullet journal layout. It is something that, we all enjoy. So I really hope to see you again next week. Thank you all so much for joining in, and stay creative and stay happy. Bye, everybody.